Yes, Reggae Boys commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boys commentary, like, share and subscribe.
Reggae Boys commentary, subscribe, like and share. Is that the right order?
Reggae Boys commentary, like, share and subscribe.
Skin clean and nice and ting and ting. I'm Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girl Striker, and you are watching the Reggae Boys commentary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
It's bittersweet to see all of them go, because happiness with the results, we now have to be waiting another 5-6 weeks to see them again. Especially that person that you saw just a while ago.
Oh boy, I tell you.
Hello everyone, I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video on this channel. Really appreciate it. So we've so far had 2 games in the World Cup qualifiers so far, and I'm going to get into your comments quite shortly as well. I see you all popping up, and I will be bringing the comments on the screen quite shortly. So defeated Bermuda by 4-0 and Grenada 6-1. So that's 10 goals scored and 1 conceded in 2 games. Jamaica still second in the group on goal difference. The Dominican Republic a +13. Jamaica a +9 goal difference. So it's very compelling going into the last 2 games. On April the 9th, Jamaica will face the Cayman Islands away from home and will close out the campaign at home to the Dominican Republic on April 12th. Only the group winner will advance to the CONCACAF final round. And it's quite simple. If Jamaica wins their last 2 games, we don't have to worry about nothing called goal difference. All we have to do is win the last 2 games. It's as simple as that. It's that straightforward. Really, it is. So what I want to do in this video in particular is look at the Reggae Girls that made appearances in those 2 games, and we're going to give them a rating out of 10 in terms of how they did in the games. So on your screen right now, you should be able to see the squad that was called up to face the likes of Bermuda and Grenada. And I'm going to be taking some of your comments, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts about how the girls played in those matches. Galaxy says, big up, also known as Vern, Mr. Vern. Up, Simon. Hey, how you doing, boss? I hope you're doing well. I give them a 7 for the first game and 6 for the second. All right. I would give a 6.5 for the first game and a 6 for the second. I'm going to give my individual player ratings so far, but it's a positive start. Yes, I agree. It is a positive start, hands down. Formula Sports, big up, Moss. Girls did well. People overreacting. They need to calm down. They did well in terms of the results. I agree with you there, but I am, to be quite frank with you, disappointed in the performances, and a number of reasons you could say contributed to that, because of the only having 2 training sessions together, a new coach wanting to identify his new system and everything of that nature, and players playing out of position. So a number of factors that have to be considered where that is concerned. So you would expect by the April window, some of those kinks will be ironed out. So hopefully those elements will be able to be rectified heading into the crucial part of the campaign in April. We got 2 wins, and we're certainly going to need 2 more heading into the last 2 games of this preliminary round of the qualifiers. So let's look at the goalkeepers. Jasmine Jameson didn't play, so I'm not going to give her a rating. She did not play, so you can't give her a rating. What I will say in terms of effort, commitment, 10 out of 10. Decent human being, amazing human being, I should say. She's a sweetheart. She's willing to speak with the media. She's disciplined at her craft, and I wish her all the best in Sweden. Rebecca Spencer played the game against Bermuda. She didn't play the game against Grenada, but she played the first game. Kept a clean sheet in that game. She's now 31 years of age, Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper. Rebecca is, I give her a 9 out of 10. Well, come on, you have to give her a 10 because she kept a clean sheet. She looked solid. So she was flawless in that game and played out from the back. The fans calling her Manuel Neuer. So there's very little that you could say that was wrong about her in that game. She didn't put a foot wrong for me, and she certainly got the crowd going oohing and eyeing. So Rebecca Spencer, definitely 10 out of 10 for her performance. Brian Martin says, Mr. Preston, blessings, sir. Blessings, sir. Hope you're doing good, man. So, yeah. Sydney Schneider. I give Sydney a 7 out of 10 for her performance against Grenada. She only played one game, and that was against Grenada. And let me just be frank, people. I'm not bashing Sydney. I love Sydney Schneider as a goalkeeper. She has tremendous potential. And if she continues on the path that she is, she's going to be one of the staple names to be remembered in the National Women's Soccer League. Once she can get more minutes under her belt, I have no doubt in the world that she is going to be a great goalkeeper. Brian says, Rebecca was brilliant, great distribution skills as well. Yes, and that's why I think in games that we're going to play a back three, I personally believe Rebecca should start those games because of her distribution, and she acts quickly when it's time to go on the counter. So in those games where we play a back three, I am fully in favor of Rebecca Spencer starting for Jamaica in this game. Let's go to the defense now. Alison Swaby, quite unfortunate that she picked up that injury against Grenada. I think it was Malia Ramdani that injured her from that corner kick in that Grenada game. Our first game against Bermuda, 8 out of 10. Now, combined, a 7 out of 10 across the two games. Chantelle Swaby, combined over the two games, I give her 8 out of 10. The first game against Bermuda, she was absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. And guess what? Chantelle is only 23. Yes, Chantelle Swaby is only 23. Can you guys believe that? She's only 23. She went to the World Cup when she was 20. Chantelle is a brilliant football player. She is an absolute G. And one day, she's going to be better than her sister. But don't tell Alison I said that, though. Vian Sampson, she got some minutes against Bermuda and got some minutes against Grenada. 6 out of 10 in terms of how her performance went. So it wasn't, wow, but there are moments where she did what she needed to do. So I'll give her credit for that. Gabrielle Gill, South Alabama. She played the second game against Grenada, former under-20 player. In the second half, she looked better than she did in the first. So I'm going to give her a 7 out of 10. The first half, I was a bit disappointed with her progression of the ball up the field. Alika Keane on debut, scoring on debut for Jamaica. Give her a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. She only played the game against Grenada and she scored on debut as well. So, I mean, you have to give her credit for that, don't you? So that was good. It was great. Move on now. Sashayana Campbell playing in an unfamiliar role at left back. 9 out of 10. I'm pleased with how she did. Chinyela Asha, also known as, Chinyela Asha, she's better than Messi. She's better than Messi. So, yeah. That's Brian says, Sydney's our future, bro. She's a bit stuck on her line, but she'll better. Yes, she'll get better. She will get better. I'm confident about that 100%. She is our future. And I'm happy that she gets to learn from Rebecca so that she can enhance her ability. The only department that was of concern for me was the end product that definitely needs to improve. Yeah, it is a concern in terms because we create numerous chances. The midfield for me is still an area of concern, but we will be getting the reinforcements that we need quite soon. Hot Chili says one of the goals started against Bermuda from the goalkeeper. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I hope Swaby will get back in Europe as well. I would love to see more of our players getting into Europe, but female football not that well playing in a lot of countries in time. I think Campbell needs a team though, Simon. Yes, I know that there are a couple of clubs overseas that are showing an interest in Campbell. She did say in an interview that she has a couple of trials to do, but she wants to focus on international duty first and then focus on those clubs. So we will see how things go where that is concerned. Chinyela Asha, she's better than Messi. And Chinyela Asha is better than Messi, so that should be quite simple in terms of a rating. Chini over the two games, 8.5 out of 10. She was brilliant. she was brilliant. Maybe if she got a few assists, I would give her a 10, but yeah, I give her 8.5 for her performances. Dominique Bonflaza, I know she's a right back. I give Dominique a 6 out of 10. I still think the pace is something that she needs to work on, and if that can be worked on, then I could see improvements in her performances moving forward. In additions to the next camp, new additions, new as in players that haven't made their debut for Jamaica. I don't think so, but you will see returning players for sure, like Sweatman and Havana Salone, etc. Schneider can learn from Bledsoe. Yeah, she can, absolutely. Brian Madden, Asha is the midfield general. Chinela Asha, she's better than Messi. Simple as that. Trudy Carter, over the 2 games, she scored against Bermuda. Yeah, she did. I gave her a 7 out of 10 across these 2 games. 7 out of 10. Looks good, and I think the midfield is as an area that she may be utilized in going forward instead of the wider areas of a front 3. So we can look forward to seeing Trudy operate in those areas quite well moving forward. Khadijah Bunny Shaw, 8.5, 9 out of 10. 4 goals in 2 games, but you could say based on the number of chances that she had, she could have and honestly should have gotten a hat-trick in both games. Jodie Brown, 9 out of 10 for her. I think she did well across the 2 games, scoring 3 goals across those 2 games. Shade Damalekan, or Olufala Shade Damalekan, I give her an 8 out of 10. Even though she didn't get a lot of minutes against Grenada, I still think the game against Bermuda, she showed exactly what she's all about. Quick feet, good movement, and certainly a player that has to be held tight. I mean, every day I wake up, I say, and I'm grateful that she chose Jamaica over Nigeria and the United States, because trust me, this girl could play for any one of those countries. Sade could play for the US, she could play for Nigeria, but she chose the land of her mother's birth, Jamaica. And I'm really, really psyched that she told us. Oh, by the way, I'm telling you guys this from now. Yeah? Sade is the next Tiffany Cameron. Yeah. Versatility, because this girl can even play in central midfield, you know. Yeah. Maria Gray just got a handful of minutes in that Bermuda game. 6 out of 10. Kayla McCoy, for the job that she did in midfield, I have to give her a 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10. You know the song 10 out of 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 10. Yeah. I have to give Kayla McCoy a 10 out of 10. Even in an unfamiliar position, she looked assured, she looked comfortable, composed, brilliant. Tierney Wiltshire, a 5 out of 10. She got a couple of minutes in that opening game. Michaela Days, a few minutes in that opening game as well. Kiki Van Zanten, also a 5 as well. Possibly 6, you know, because she didn't play that game against Grenada. And finally, Tiffany Cameron, a 7.5 out of 10. It was good. I felt, though, that you could see that when she drifted wide, it was based on instructions, even though I wanted her more centrally, so she could be part of the build-up with Jodie, with Bunny, with Trudy. But it's clear that it was an instruction based to whip crosses into the box. Outside of that moment where you saw what happened, when the one moment that she drifted centrally, what happened? Yeah, she put the ball in the back of the net. But I think it was based on instruction from Vin to go wider and deeper in those areas to give the team more width. But I don't think a game against Grenada called for that, to be honest with you. I felt the front 3 could have been much more narrow so that we could create more chances. I didn't think against Grenada that drifting wide would have done that. But 69 minutes under Tiffany's belt and has to be part of the camp for the April window, or else problems are going to go on. Good. Yeah, man. So, yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Do you agree with what I said, guys, in terms of my ratings out of 10? You guys can let me know. I think Trudy is a better winger, though. Yes, that is her most natural area. That's what she loves. That's what she enjoys doing. But moving forward, Vin is going to utilize her in central midfield, more so the attacking midfield area. So that's something we can look out for her. And I don't mind her playing that role because I know that she can offer that guile and creativity from that position, and she can still beat a player centrally. So it's fine. Monflaza is good technically, but has a bit too much weight, in my opinion. It slows her down. And it's funny though, Formula Sports, because she had on some weight at the World Cup. She took it off for the Olympic qualifiers, and it appears that she's put on a little. So I do think that, yes, she will have to take off some weight, not as much as she did before. But I do think the pace, being able to be quicker on the ball is an aspect that will need to improve. But look here, Dominique Bonflaza will always be a legend in Jamaica. She was the one that scored the winning penalty, kicking the shootout for us to qualify for the World Cup. So she has room for improvement, yes, but we can respect what she has done so far for Jamaica. How many players coming in the squad for the next game? Well, new players that weren't in these two games, probably 4 or 5. Bunny looked like she jet lagged, but I'm not worried about her. She will find the goods when we need it. Yeah, for sure. With Drew, Havana, Jade, and Asha available, I wouldn't start Trudy. Interesting. Yeah, we will definitely have Drew Spence there. We'll definitely have Asha there. And I think we'll have Havana Salone there. So that would be the midfield 3. So Trudy will certainly have some competition for places, but I feel you may have a scenario where you have Drew Spence, Asha, and Trudy, just to add that balance in the midfield. Instead of having just 3 central midfielders, having 2 deep and 1 attacking. So I think that is what we can expect. Simon, what about Sade, bro? Didn't he play? Sade brother. Yeah. Sade's brother is Nathaniel. Yeah, Nathaniel Adamalekan played for us at under 17 level and under 20 level. So Andrew Edwards knows him quite well. He made his debut in that team. Yeah, Nathaniel, he just finished his season at Austin Bold, in the USL, but Austin Bold will not be playing in the USL next season. So he's going to be on the hunt for another club now. Nathaniel is 23 now. He's gotten so tall. He's 6'4" now, so he definitely. I personally feel if Nathaniel can get a club this year and bang in some goals, I'll give him a call for the senior team, hands down. The ladies need more time training together. They do. They really, really do. I agree with you there. Formal towards Simon, how is it that the girls program seems to easily attract players that could rep better nations, but the male program struggles to get in said players? Well, the reality of this Formula Sports is, remember that in women's football, CONCACAF is the best region in the world. So it's easy to entice players from England, North America as well, Canada, the US, to play for Jamaica. Why? Because they know that they're going to be coming up against the best in the world. The United States are the World Cup champions, ranked number 1 in the world. Canada are Olympic champions, ranked number 6 in the world. So players want to compete and be amongst the best in the world. And even though maybe they will have an opportunity to get a sniff in the England squad or a sniff in the United States squad or the Canada squad, they know for a fact that with Jamaica, they'll get the minutes under their belt and they will get an opportunity to play against some of the best women's football players on the planet. So credit to Kiki for pledging early. Credit to Sade for pledging early. Credit to Giselle Washington for pledging early. Credit to Peyton McNamara for pledging early as well. Credit to Sydney for pledging early as well. Yaz, players that could represent other countries, but decided to represent us. Dominique Bonflaza could have played for Poland, but she's representing Jamaica, isn't she? Sade could have played for Nigeria, African big girls in Africa, or the United States, but she chose Jamaica. Kiki was a former US under-17 and under-20 player, but she chose to play for Jamaica. So full credit to all of these ladies. Tiffany Cameron played for Canada, and then she realized Jamaica is where she should be. And she made the best decision. Bonflaza has to get in shape or she'll be found wanting in the near future. She has to. Yeah, she has gotten fitter too, but I still think there's some work to be done from her standpoint. Well, Formula, we're currently struggling to convince Taylor Hines, but yeah, I mean, as it relates to Taylor Hines, you have representatives that are working on it. I wouldn't say it's a give up, but we're working on Lauren James, we're working on Chamberlain, we're working on Taylor Hines. Simon, what do you think? Who do you think we're more likely to get? LJ, we're more likely to get than Taylor, to be honest with you. It's more about chemistry and cohesion, says Dwight. Yeah, that's certainly an aspect. It's also easy to convince someone to take a 3-hour flight over a 8-hour flight. I mean, for the women's football, I have explained the difference already. CONCACAF is not the place to be for men's football, but CONCACAF is the place to be for women's football, because you have USA, World Cup champions, Canada, Olympic champions, 2 teams ranked in the top 10 in the world right there. So persons say, I want to play against Christine Sinclair. I want to play against Megan Rapinoe. I want to play against Alex Morgan. So it's an added incentive for these players. Sydney Schneider could go play for Germany, but she chose Jamaica, didn't she? From under 17 level. So credit to her for being able to make that decision quite early in her footballing career, to make that decision quite early. Tierney Wiltshire could have played for the US, but you know, you guys are telling me that Chinyola Asha couldn't play for USA. Chinyola Asha could play for any international team in the world. Any international team in the world. Does Vin Blaine urge the play makeshift bothers you? Because it's something that I think was one of Tapa's main downfalls. Does he urge the player to make shift? It bothers me that I have players outside of position, but I understand the reason why Kayla McCoy played in central midfield, because we lacked options in the midfield. Outside of Chinny, we didn't have anybody else. So I understand Kayla for operating in that role for this particular game. But when we have Marla Sweatman, when we have Havana Salone, when we have Drew Spence, I don't expect Kayla McCoy to play in midfield ever again for Jamaica. Canada women's national team should be ranked in the top 5, honestly. Yeah. The best women's football is played in North America, so traveling is much easier than transatlantic flight for the men. Yeah, there you go. David Hamilton, them see Jamaica as an easier team to make, so it is what it is. But like I said, a lot of these girls, you know, if you look at the girls, a lot of these girls were born to a Jamaican mother and a father that was born in another country. So quite naturally, a lot of these young ladies have a good relationship with their mother and clearly would have grown up in a Jamaican culture. Marla Sweatman was born to a Jamaican mother and grew up in a Jamaican culture and mindset. Sade was born with she lives in a nuclear family, but I'm just saying Sade loves her Jamaican heritage. Dominique Bonflaza, her Jamaican mom, born to a Jamaican mom. So you have that right there. Kiki was born to a Jamaican mother. So it's no surprise there. Sydney Schneider's maternal side of the family is Jamaican. So it's no surprise there. And they grew up with the Jamaican culture, heritage. And you guys saw the interview I did with Marlo. It's like she grew up in a Jamaican household. Even though her father was not born in Jamaica, she grew up in a Jamaican household, more or less. So a lot of these girls feel that connection from their Jamaican mother. So Jamaica is in their heart from they're very, very young. So it's no surprise that by U17 level, a lot of girls are committing early. And that is something that we should pride ourselves off of. Vin Blaine should have scouting footage on the next opponent, so the squad should be better tactical. Yeah, I agree with you. That is an aspect that needs to be worked on. I know the tactical aspect of the game is something that has to be really, really focused in on and zoomed in on. So I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic that things will go in that direction tactically. The fact is that Jamaican mothers have a very strong influence. Well said. I couldn't have said it any better. That was the perfect response. The fact is the Jamaican mothers have a very, very strong influence. Adrian Mariapa, Jamaican mother. I say no more. 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 Jamaican mother, strong influence. That says it all right there. So, yeah. I think Jasmine Jameson is a Jamaican dad, but Grenadian mom. So there's the paternal side for her. Tiffany Cameron, both of her parents are born in Jamaica, so she's a Jamaican right there. I've spoken in Patois to Tiffany Cameron already, and she speaks Patois good. So there should be no doubt where that is concerned. Chinyola Asha, father is Jamaican, mother is Cameroonian, so Chinny's dad's side and is Jamaican, and you know her father is Dr. Kevin Asha and is a legend in schoolboy sports in Jamaica because Wolmer's, and he represented Wolmer's in numerous events. So yeah, he's been around the block for some time where that is concerned. Maria Gray, father's side Jamaican, Kayla McCoy, both sides. Rebecca Spencer, her dad is from St. Thomas. You guys saw that interview. I'll be bringing up the squad quite shortly. We respect them very, very highly, Simon. Absolutely. Big up all the Jamaican mothers, them. Big up all the Jamaican mothers. All the Jamaican fathers, too. But big up all the Jamaican mothers, because when them go foreign, go look work, or go school, them raise them daughter for love the yard. So, I love them. Tiffany Cameron, mother, I bless her. I bless her. Bless her for growing up, Tiffany, as a yard woman. Big up Tiffany Cameron, mother. Big up Marla Sweatman, mother. Big up Kiki, mother. Big up Sydney Schneider, mother. Big up all of them, all of the mothers. All of them. What's Chamberlain's first name again? I'll get back to you. They are the ones raise the money for the Reggae Girls Foundation. Yeah, that too. That too. Them can't do nothing wrong for me and my team. Yeah. Yeah. What I'm going to be doing now, because the Conquer Cup Women's Under-20 Championship is coming up quite soon. So what I'm going to do is show you the delegation that will be heading to the Dominican Republic for the Conquer Cup Women's Under-20 Championship. And that tournament kicks off on Friday. Yeah, Friday, and it's going to be hosted in the Dominican Republic just like it was 2 years ago. And Jamaica are going to be in Group H of the competition. So Jamaica's first game will be on Saturday. Yeah. Jamaica's first game is going to be on Saturday against Guatemala. And play Cuba on the Monday, next week Monday. And next week Wednesday, we'll play Haiti to end the group stages. So Haiti, Guatemala, Cuba, top 3 teams advance to the round of 16 of the competition. So yeah. This is why we need a knowledge football team on the JFF board. Yeah. So this is the delegation that will be heading to the Dominican Republic for the qualifiers. Xavier Gilbert will be assisted by Tashana Vincent, Clive Wedderburn, Jason Henry, Julia Colburn, Dr. Laurie Ann Miller, Devin Lawson, Nicole Reed, Omar Folks, Baron Watson will be the head of delegation. As it relates to the players that will be making the trip over, Alia Atkins, Serena Mensah, Alexis Wright, Javian Jones, Alexia Spencer, Peyton McNamara. She's a senior team player already. Janelle Buckley, Delia White, Andreen Smith, Zoe Viador, Christina Salmon, Chantal Parker, Annabelle Moore, Cameron Simmons, Mia Mitchell, Davia Richards, Lydia Brooks, Shania Harris, Theana Burnett, and Neville Gale Abel, who we've spoken about on this channel on numerous occasions already. The CONCACAF's YouTube channel is going to show the games, so we can look out for that. CONCACAF's YouTube channel is going to show the games for the competition, so that's something that we can look forward to. The team will be departing the island on Wednesday. From Wednesday, they're going to depart the island in different sets. So, yeah, they will be on Wednesday. That's when they depart the island, and yeah, that'll be that. Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday is when they'll be departing the island. So we look forward to that, and hopefully the girls can go far in the competition. If you were to ask me my thoughts, personally, I think the girls are capable of advancing to the semifinals of the competition. They have to finish top 3. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, honestly. But there's a chance. But definitely, worst case scenario, it's a quarterfinals. We'll have to pick up the officials that will be traveling for this tournament as well. Odette Hamilton, will be the referee and will be assisted by Princess Brown, Jessica, and Stephanie Dale Yising for the competition. So it's really, really good news. So we wish our ladies all the best. Yes, Raheem Sterling has a Jamaican mother and a Jamaican father. Yeah. Raheem makes over £1 million. Mommy understands maths. Yeah, there you go. Of course. Yeah. And remember, she was the one that left Jamaica in the mid-90s, worked in a hotel, cleaning toilets, and Raheem and his sister would go, and he would assist her. His mom would give him 25 pence. He goes to the vending machine and get a snack, and then head to training in the afternoon. I see Andre Lewis' niece is on the team. So yeah, Reggae boys, Reggae girls fans, what were your thoughts about the whole qualification process? What were your thoughts about it? Do you think that the team did well in the 2 games? How would you analyze the performances of the Reggae girls across the 2 games? Was it satisfactory? Was it disappointing? Was it interesting? How would you analyze the performance of the team across the games? Your personal thoughts. Which player stood out to you? Which players stood out to you? What are your thoughts about a front 3 of Jodie Brown, Khadijah Bunny Shaw, and Tiffany Cameron? Is that the front 3 that we should be using moving forward? Jodie Brown, Tiffany Cameron, and Khadijah Bunny Shaw. What is the best front 3? Jodie, Bunny, Kayla, Jodie, Bunny, Tiffany, Jodie, Bunny, Chana, Jodie, Bunny, Sade, Jodie, Bunny, Tiffany. What are your thoughts? Should Tiffany go to right back? Because she can operate as a right wing back. Should she start over Sashayana and Dominique Bonflazo? Because that's an area that she can operate in as well. A lot more videos to analyze, eh? Definitely something that we have to think about moving forward. Perhaps we can touch it in another video. Yeah, that's something to think about. Reggae Boys fans, what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. Just take care, guys. Be safe. We'll be in touch. McCoy is a very technically gifted player, good technical know as well, and she's banging in the goals for fun at Rangers. If you think Kim Roof is on form at Rangers, Kayla McCoy is everything she touches turns to a goal at Rangers. And Chantelle is keeping clean sheets at the back as well. So 2 supremely gifted football players, honestly. Gifted. And I can't wait to see what the future lies for them. So it's good. Is the under-20 core local base or college base? Well, not college because it's U20, so a lot of these girls are still in high school, but 15 are based in North America. 15 of the 20 are based in North America and 5 are based on the island. So that's how things stand for this set of qualifiers. So what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary. Take care. Be safe.